It's a busy week, with most people probably traveling for Thanksgiving or um, already in traveling. So I don't want to hold everybody up. This is just a quick review for where we are at the end of the year. So we can get started. Ian, are you going to record?
Recording's active.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. Today is November 21st, and this is the Columbus section XCOM. So welcome. I'm start the meeting. Okay. Right now, roll call. We have Ian. Thank you, Ian. Ben, Kavita, Lakima Queen from DeVry, Dr. Berger, Ratna, Robert. Robert, are you still with AEP?
Nope, I haven't been with AEP for some time. Actually, I left AEP to go to Vero, and then I left Vero to go to Advanced Engineering Consultants, and right now I'm retired.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Yeah. So hopefully we can have some, face-to-face event in the spring and get to see everybody again. And Saul. Okay. Well, welcome everyone. With that, we can go through the minutes. Kavita, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Helen. Good evening, everyone.
I can barely hear you.
1 second. Can you hear me now?
Better.
That's a little bit better, yes.
Okay. Just hold on. I'm trying to get the document and I'll just share it. Oh, it's already shared?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I cannot see it clearly. I mean, okay, anyway. If Ian is going to move it around, then I can just look at my local copy and I can talk.
If you want to share yours, you can.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll share mine. Okay, you're able to see that, right? All of you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So this is the September one.
Yes, this September, since we didn't have a meeting in October.
Okay, sounds fine. So the last meeting we had to approve 2 meeting minutes, April and June. And then Helen told us about Section Congress, what happened, and a lot of participants, nearly 1,000 participants, that's what she said. That was quite a lot of people. And then 3 improvements were voted. And I think, are you going to send us an email about this, Helen, or are you going to?
Yes, I will. Sorry, that's it's put it in my action items for tonight.
Okay. Then section activities, they went to the Air Force Museum. So that was a good event. R2 awards, we had a very nice evening. That was your report. So do you want to talk about your report or shall I just go through it?
No, just go through it. And if there's any comment, changes.
Okay, so then R2 awards, we had a nice evening. Then future activities, Helen indicated she would be moving to R3 next year. But in the meantime, a replacement has to be found. Then she's also involved with the week planning. The next one, which is in 2028, which is quite far away, but even then I think you have to start planning for it soon or something like that. Then Vice Chair's report, Paul said it's the midway point of the second term, so it's better to groom future leaders, and that's what they do in student clubs. Then Daniel has submitted his financial reports. He also submitted for October, which I'll include in today's meeting minutes. Then he reported it would be better if people put in their expenses in detail because people are not putting in the details. It would be difficult to find out what it was for. Then the income planned at the beginning of the year was 9,800 and actual is 9,400, which is pretty good. Helen indicated if societies do not participate regularly and report events, it would affect our rebate. I think even Helen mentioned that if societies could coordinate with each other, I mean, more societies could coordinate with each other, it would be good to have joint events. I must have mentioned somewhere in the minutes about it. Then Howard and Helen had worked diligently on the AEP grant, and they have obtained 1,800, which is quite a good thing for our chapter. And then professional society membership development section meetings. Saul Black is, I'm not sure about this things in yellow, Helen. Saul was mentioning NLG, NFG. I don't know about that. Is this right?
Yeah, that was uh, Honda's battery plant, I think.
So is it NLG or NFG?
I don't remember the name.
Okay. Yeah, maybe just leave it
Okay.
with yeah.
With Rhonda or Wanda, is there? He said he's having a meeting with. I mean, he contacted this
Oh,
person.
Honda.
H-O-N. Okay.
The car, HONDA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Honda. Okay, it was the car company. Sorry. Okay. But they don't seem to be interested.
I
So
think they're in a very, very early stage. So
oh, okay. Okay, sounds fine. And then professional activities, we didn't have any report. Carly was absent, Ben was absent. Webmaster, so what's going on with the website? We'll have to talk about that with Ian today because he's present. Last time he was present, but he was not talking. We need to get members registered in Collaboratech to see the saved information. Yeah, that's something that we have to do. Send in notice for call for volunteers to help. Oh, this is for the website itself. Okay. Then student activities chair was Robert. Bob is, I think this event should have happened already, and that is something that we'll have to check with him when we get to that point.
yes, and as sadly, I can talk about that later. Yeah, there's unfortunately OU wasn't able to participate. Something happened. They couldn't participate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. OSU also couldn't participate, I think, right?
Yes.
OSU said they wouldn't participate. Okay.
Yeah.
Then the auditor position, I think this thing is always there in the meeting minutes, Helen. So do you think we should remove it, or
We can remove it. We can remove it and just put the position remains open. We can just leave that.
Okay. Section advisor Bob again reported we may need to revise our local operating. This has been seen for 2 meeting minutes. So I think it should be put into action items, and if the changes have to be made, it has to be made, right? But it's already
Yes.
here,
Yeah.
kind of.
Mhm.
So, okay.
Well, what happened is we submitted our local operating procedure to the region, but because the region is in this phase of joining together, we are not getting response from them. So I think what we have to do is just do our local. We just have to do our local changes and do the change ourselves. As long as we're operating within the MGA guidelines and the IEEE bylaws, we should be fine.
Okay. And then I think you mentioned the thing called a space is no more there, and it's called something else, right?
Yeah, it's professional activities.
Okay.
So we need to replace in everything that is PACE to professional activities.
Okay. Yeah, because I wanted to capture that today in this meeting. I remember you told that in the last meeting. Then antennas and propagation and microwave, Neeru was absent, but I think you reported, Helen reported that the society has received a funding, that society has received a funding of 2,000, and they
Yes,
could
yeah.
use this for organizing events.
Yes.
That is good.
Can you go back up to that pace change you made? Because you had it written saying due to the professional activities change to professional activities. It should be just
Oh, you already have
due
it
to the
twice.
pace
Yeah.
change to.
Okay, okay. Oh,
Yes, change what you just changed to pace.
okay, right. Let me keep the
Ian,
pace
can you
back.
change that also on the website?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'll change this before I put it into Collaboratech. I mean, the Collabra or wherever. Okay, I'll do the change. Then computer and communication, Bob is reported he's working with the professor at UPIT, and the presentation is scheduled for 24th October. So I think we'll have to check this out. Then Carl, no report. Carl Lee, no report. Dr. Berger gave e-notices have been sent out for an online event, Meet Your Heroes.
Yes,
I
that
didn't
was
register. Yeah, I
yeah,
saw that.
that was a good event. Yes.
Oh, okay. I
Thank
wanted
you,
to go
Ellen.
to it, but it was clashed with something else for me. It would have been nice, I think, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
and I
was a
wasn't till.
yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Ellen. I'm curious to hear your outside view of how it
Yeah,
went.
it was a very good event because and it was well attended between professional and students, and just understanding, you know, the background of a person that is very very high in the academia side, but is also heavily involved in industry, and also a person that is in the industry. So that was a very nice mix of even the two speakers has a very good, you know, background and experience to share with within the technology, and also as a personal growth within the profession. So that was I think it's a very very um, beneficial session.
Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
nice actually. Yeah, I missed it. Then
I was
engineer.
only going to interject as one of the speakers moved from Intel to Apple, and Apple is got all kinds of restrictions. In fact, we barely got the event launched because of public relations restrictions. So she finally got released, but I was precluded from videotaping it, from recording it. So I don't have any recordings to share with Kavitha
Oh,
or anybody else. Unfortunately, I wish that was not the case, because I think it
Hmm.
was a very memorable event.
maybe somebody can give us a summary or something, because it was like how to navigate your career, something like that, right? It was really the content I saw, it was really good. But
Yeah, I wrote a press release that's going to go. I just got an email this morning. It's been Apple. Apple also had to approve the press releases in addition. So I actually just got Carolyn just said it's been approved this morning. So I passed that on to our EDS newsletter people, so that they're now going to run it in the next issue.
okay,
Good.
sounds fine. Thanks, Dr. Berger. So what I wonder is, see, Apple is actually many other companies have actually overtaken Apple in doing certain things. I don't know what they are having so much restrictions for, really, with all AI and other stuff. There are many companies which are beating Apple and going ahead. I really
Yeah.
don't know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
engineering, medicine.
Apple's over secured. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's just move on with the minutes.
Okay, engineering in medicine and biology society, no report. Then PES Austin, in the absence of Austin, Daniel reported they are having bi-weekly meetings and some V-Tool events, and planning to have one more event by the end of the year. Then Helen indicated that she had spoken to Joe Kaleski about a presentation for tech ethics, and they could request funding from professional activities if required for this.
Yeah,
So
we actually had um, a volunteer person from OSPE, but I don't think it's gonna fit in the schedule, so we have to wait till January.
okay, so this thing, it may not happen this year, right? It will happen in January.
Yes, yeah. And Joe Kalaski cannot drive long distance anymore, so that's out of the question now.
Okay. Okay, but can it not be virtual?
Yeah, we could, but we have people at OSPE that is willing to do it in
Okay.
person. So
Okay, got it. Then Dr. Signal Processing, Dr. Berger couldn't have a meeting with Dr. Lee so far. So what do we do this Dr. Lee thing? I've been seeing that at least for the last 3-4 meetings that we had, he's never been around, right? Is he still active with the chapter?
I was going to
He's still active. I'm trying to get him to join tonight.
Okay.
Like he was trying to get into another meeting and asked if I was joining. I said no. We have IEEE tonight, remember? And then I'm trying to get him in tonight.
talking about Kirong?
Yeah, Kuryong Lee.
Yeah.
Oh,
Korean.
okay. I'm thinking differently.
No, that's Carl Lee.
I
Yeah.
spoke
Sorry.
to him.
No, this is Dr. Karyang Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, Kuryong Lee. Yeah.
Then circuits and systems, Roman reported that their society is working together with the EDS society to do some collaborative events. I think Dr. Burjak will report later on about this if this one is not there. Roman is not here. Then young professionals chair, Chad Morning, suggestion was made to consider hiking event in Hocking Hills. I don't think we can have this event now. It's too cold.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll review and consider setting a date. It's too late, right? Helen suggested
Yeah.
we could make this professional activity and funding could be split. Then women in engineering, Helen reported. So we went to the Y forum. It was really great. We really had a very nice time. Lot of nice events. I think Helen will give a report later on about this. Then Devry University Online, Neda, Adib, and Bryant. I think Bryant came to the last meeting. Robotics Committee Chair has stepped down, but he has said he would be attending the meetings and he's giving talks as a guest speaker. Dr. Adib gave a talk during the XCOM meeting. They had an XCOM meeting, so she gave a talk about the positions and all the introduction stuff and all that. They also have invited professors to come and give talks about the subjects they were teaching, and their society is communicating using text messages. I wasn't sure what this meant. Maybe is it like, are they having a WhatsApp group or something of that sort?
Discord. It's Discord is what they use.
Oh, okay. Okay, Discord. That's good actually. Then Helen indicated that the funds in the robotics account could be used for any activities, and a report could be provided after that.
Yeah.
No report from OU. Then OSU, Dr. Berger reported that elections are going on for recruiting officers. So he mentioned that he's using a new technique like QR code for questionnaire, and 9 have expressed interest. And a session is planned to give all the information about the voting expectations. Then undergrad chairman has received an email from R2 about the student conference in Marshall University. I think today we'll get a report about that. I think nobody could attend, right? That's what I heard.
Yes. Yeah.
Then OSU grad students, no report. Zane State College, no report. CSCC, Dr. Berger will be going to CSCC only in the summer. And Helen had said she'll follow up with her contact in CSCC. That's all with the old, there is no old business. The new business is IEEE Day is coming up. I think IEEE Day is in December, or it's like.
Oh no, it was in October, and I think Dr. Berger's event with the Meet Your Heroes is kind of coincide with IEEE Day. That was in early October, and IEEE Day is actually October 3rd to 8th, I believe.
Okay, I'll put that in, saying that we did that through Meet the Heroes, right? I can just put that in the this month meeting minutes, right? Okay. Helen suggested Chad could consider doing a hike. That same thing. I don't know why I repeat it.
Yeah. I have to meet with Chad and Peter, because they have not done much of anything. And also I need to meet with Carl regarding the controls, because Ratna expressed the interest to help on that one. So I rather would like to have somebody that is active than I would hate to to lose and get the computers the control society shut down, because it's gonna take a while to reinstate it after it gets closed.
If Ratna is wanting to take it up, Carl, is this spelling correct? Karl or Car?
Yes, Carl.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. And so a motion for today's meeting. I mean, for this.
So any correction? Okay, if there's no correction, make a motion to approve the minute. This is go back up, Kavita. This is the September.
Yeah.
September 19 meeting minutes.
I move to approve the minutes.
Okay, Dr. Berger made the motion. Seconds. Anybody need to second? Okay, Saul, second.
Okay, done.
Okay, with that, motion carried to approve the September 19 minutes. Okay, with that, we can go ahead and I will share my screen, Ian. Okay. Hold on. What happened? Oops. What happened to my... Okay. Just share the file. Ah, I just share my screen. Sorry, clean up. Okay, can everybody see the agenda? Okay, it's 6:23, so thank you, Kavita. Just on in my side, probably just our section vitality. I haven't had a chance to run the OU analytics and how is this, because it's time for renewal again, and probably most of you has gotten notification to renew your membership. And last time I checked, we have about 970 something members. So hopefully we can keep that numbers up with the membership renewal this time, and also new membership. And don't hesitate to start recruiting. You get some credits when you do the recruiting. Section activities and reporting, just to be reminded with everybody that the section needs at least 4 events. Technical chapter needs 4 events, and 2 of that has to be technical. Affinity group is 2 event, and that's the young professional and the YP. In order to meet the rebate. And we definitely don't want to. We have so many technical societies that if each of our technical society meets the requirement, that would at least almost double our rebate. So we really need to have all the society doing minimum, meet the minimum events. Because plus, if you report your event right away, that's an additional $75 of bonus for like being reporting early. So we need to start cracking on these events. I've been in the planning committee with the e-week, and 2024 is going to be on February 22nd. Although we've been sponsoring in the past since I've been involved, and it used to be like $250 for the minimum sponsor. So that's what we give. But now the committee has changed it to 3,500. So I doubt if we are going to sponsor $3,500. That's a lot of money to be a sponsor, for the e-week, considering our budget is like $9,000, and I'm not gonna use up 3,500 to sponsor an e-week. We can still participate the section, but we can discuss about that. I guess I would like, Ben, Paul, what do you think about that? I think that's too high of a sponsorship for our section.
Yeah, unless we have a guarantee of income stream, that's a bit large pill to swallow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even the legislative day, which is is a good event for us. That's $1,700. But one good thing about the legislative day is I can apply with the professional activities for that and get at least half of it paid by professional activities. But with these, I don't think we can consider that professional activities. So that's from 250 to 350. That's a lot of money. So
Yeah.
okay, and I think that's all I have. And also, you know, for make sure that the reporting for officers, if you have any um, it's just like some of the technical societies, I'm not sure, you know, you have the we have the EDS. I don't know about you, Paul, if you guys have any kind of chains of officers. Make sure everybody gets that done before the end of the year. And I know Daniel, something happened last year that apparently Daniel was taken off and he was not able to do anything with the banking. So I want to make sure that all of those all the officers are clearly reported before the end of the year, so it doesn't change beginning January. Okay, so that's all I have.
Helen, I have a quick question. The e-week sponsorship, you said 350. Is it 350 or 3,500?
Oh, 3,500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it used to be 250 to get a silver. Now it's 3,500. So that is a big jump. And even with that 3,500, it only gives you like a table to display, and I think two free tickets. But you know, even at $50, we all can pay $50. But 3,500 out of our purse, that's a lot of money. Okay, and also one recommendation is for the technical chapter. We didn't have a whole lot of people here, other than Dr. Berger. Um, if we don't, if because we can't fund a lot of money from our section just based on the rebate, you really need to push to get money from the tab technical the technologist board, because let's say if you join an EDS or a communication society, you pay money into that, and that money goes into that pool. They actually keep that money. So that's one thing that that the Circuit Society, Roman and Ramy did really well, is they went into the circuits and system society and try to get funding. So they actually receive over $4,000 of funding from the Circuit Society. So we need to probably meet up with, you know, PES and even the antenna propagation people is trying to get money from the tab. Okay.
I'm still gobsmacked. You're saying $4,000 is what they got? I mean, and there's
Yeah,
no,
they receive $4,000 from the circuit societies, and also they just receive another $750.
yeah, because EDS does not throw that kind of money around. It's between 500 to 1,000 tops.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know. Is this like a startup package? The fact that it's a new chapter?
it could be, but sometimes, you know, they have the tab has money, so and they keep that money. So if you have a member, unlike the standard membership with the IEEE, is we only get like $3 per members, right, for our rebate. But
Hmm.
the technical board actually keep the $25 that each of the member pay into their pocket, into their account. So that's one thing that I learned from the meeting the last time. It's like, okay, now we have to go back to the technical board and try to get money from them for events.
Hmm. Okay.
And you know, like I used to be a member of the EMC society, and it's nothing for them to put together a week-long EMC conference, and that would cost $200,000 to run. And Kavita and I just, you know, work really hard to do the Women in Engineering in Pittsburgh, and that's a Region 1, Region 2 forum, and that's only a day and a half. and we literally have to get fundings, and we did good with the funding. We were able to get close to, I think, $70,000 worth of funding, and from sponsors, because that is a solely sponsors funded event, and there's no there's no society to get money from. Okay, any question?
Helen, how much, sorry.
Hi, Ben.
Yeah, how much money did you get?
Oh, for the women in engineering.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the forum. This is a yearly forum between Region 1 and Region 2.
Sure.
We got close to $70,000.
Seven zero,
Yes.
70,000?
Yes.
Wow.
But the hotel, the events, it costs quite a bit of money too. And a registration is like $400. And students, of course, students are is a lot cheaper, quite a bit. And for the committees, so the committees, they paid some of our registration, they waive registration and a few nights in the hotel and things like that. But it's amazing the cost to run a conference nowadays. Is a lot of money.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Paul, any report?
Yes, in sort of duties as vice chair, one of the things I did was reactivate EMBS and get the two sides talking to each other, and I think that's hopefully on a healthy trajectory now. So I've turned my attention to the signal processing, and Ki Rung Lee, who we just mentioned in reference during the reading of the minutes. I was trying to tackle him. His office is literally across from the lab where I teach senior capstone design, and I he was often missing, but since we've been absent for about 2 months. The last time we met was September. I did manage to finally meet him, and so we had a very protracted conversation in his office. And very nice guy, very well intentioned. He wants to do the right thing. I think he was. No one had really talked to him about what you're supposed to be doing, expectations, none of that. He was basically just running off script. And so I was able to kind of reach a helping hand, explain what I do with EDS to at least kind of, fulfill some of these things. And I, reached an olive branch over, if you ever need someone to talk to, let me know. I can give you all kinds of best practices and so forth. And so I've left his office feeling highly confident that things were going to start to move in a forward trajectory. I don't know if anything has happened yet, but I think he was doing some meeting of events, but he was not reporting in vTools. So next time I bump into him, I'll just kind of ask him about the vTools and follow up with some of this. But I don't normally go to the 7th floor of that building, but I do for my senior capstone design, which I sometimes check in with them. Today, everyone bailed on class because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is no classes. So I got messages from the class that no one was going to go today. So I just stayed home myself.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's really good, because I will, I have to talk to Carl, and I think, based on what's happened in the last 2 years, also, we got to do something with the controls. So if we can find somebody at OSU that can help, and I know Ratna is willing to step up. So I would definitely, I'm not gonna turn down a volunteer that really wanted to help. So I wanted her to get into some a volunteer role. So that's good. So the next thing that we need to do is the control society, because I be, you know, we don't want to be in that situation. And
Agreed.
I
Agreed.
did, yeah, I did see the some event from the signal processing.
Oh, you
So
did?
that might,
Okay.
yes, yes. So
Really good to
I
know.
will reach out to Korean Dr. Lee and figure out we might do a another vTools kind of primer in January, just to make sure, because I think they're rolling out a new version of it. They're adding some features to it, so we could just, but you know, that is our lifeline now. That's our reporting. We have to make sure that everything is reported there.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Paul. Thank you. It's really appreciate you reaching out to
Oh,
those
my
guys.
pleasure.
Yeah.
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 We need to keep the whole community engaged and vibrant. If you have one healthy kid, that cold and that sniffles and sneezes permeate throughout the whole community.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. Daniel said he couldn't attend the meeting, but he did send out the 2023 financial statement. We just get notification to prepare for the uh, reporting for the 2023, and that is due in January. Well, actually due in February, but we do it in January so we can get an extra 10% rebate, which is good. Daniel has been great. Is really really good at doing all the reporting and also planning for the budget. So that's why I'm stressing kind of, hey, if you want to have some money from the section, you really need to do all these events, because these events is very critical for us to get. We cannot give you anything if we're not getting anything back from the chapter and the sections. So he did send. Let me open the financial report. So let me close that down. So you guys can see this report.
Uh, can you can you zoom in?
You can see it.
Can you zoom in
Let me
more,
close this one.
one more time?
Oh,
It is
oh, hide window. Okay. Is
got
it big? Is that good?
Yes, good enough.
Okay.
Good enough.
So this is as of October, and yeah, see, APMTT, they actually received $2,000 from the tab. Let's see. And this is some of the transfer. Dr. Berger working on his humanitarian project. And yeah, see, circuits just received another $750 funding. They were supposed to use that for a new like AV for meetings and things. We did spend $1,500 for the banquet, and I do appreciate everyone coming. I think it was a good meeting, and good to see everybody, and appreciate all the work for the sections. It was a well-deserved dinner for the section, and I
Thank
hope everyone enjoyed it.
thank you, Helen. It was great. Great event.
And I think it was good that we did that in September, because you know, October, November, December is always busy, and trying to find a venue and getting everybody, it's a little bit harder during the end of the year. So that is it's like the current total that we have, and the rest, this is a breakdown of each of the section. For example, we have donation. We budgeted $1,500, and then Howard and I turned in an $1,800 from AEP. So, and our rebate is a little down, but also we get funding. So this is the funding that we requested. He has not put it in here, but we actually got 850 from the IEEE professional activities, and that was a matching fund for the legislative day. So we should have a positive on this side. So that is 800, and I think, yeah, that's Dr. Berger's humanitarian project. And this is also expenses ending balance for the Circuit Society. And okay, so this is the banquets. Seems like this is not complete. Maybe it's not quite, didn't have all of them, but there's actually expenses. That's just expense. He did not include the individual, money that come in from the dinner, because the cost of the meal actually for the banquet was almost $50 per person. So then we the section charged $20 just to offset a little bit of the cost. So currently that's where we stand. At least we are not in the red, you know. So we still have a good money in the general fund for future events, as long as we make sure that we can maintain our rebate, and when we can actually do some more section events. Oh, here it is. He put the 850 here. That should be in the space. So he needs to reallocate this 850 to this income. So actually that would put our income as more than what we plan, which is good. Okay, any question on Daniel's report?
Helen, I have a question. Where do we keep this money? I mean, is it in CD or plain, checking account or what?
Oh, this is in CBRS in the
Yeah.
IEEE. Yes.
Sure. So what does it mean?
So IEEE, the national, they have their banking system.
Yes.
Each of the section has a bank account within the IEEE.
Sure.
So all this accounting is in the national.
Okay. So we don't have any control over it.
Oh yes, we do. This is under the Colombo section.
Sure. No, I agree. All I'm trying to say, how we are going to, deposit the money in checking and CD or other means of for interest.
I think right now, in the past, we do have some investments. IEEE put certain amount of money to an investments, and then we get we get some kind of interest, but the section itself doesn't do that. I'm not aware that the section does individual investment. I have to look at the bylaws of the IEEE if we are allowed to do that, but I'm not. I know the national level does.
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about the section.
I've always been under the understanding that we don't. The whole reason they went to concentration banking is that they aggregate all these small little accounts. Some of them Mickey Mouse, but when you aggregate across the whole planet, it's such a large behemoth that then they can, as a whole, they do investment. And so I've gotten interest posted to my accounts. I had one when I ran that conference a few years back, and so if you have money in the bank, you usually get interest posted to it, and it's a more favorable interest rate than what you're going to get at Huntington Bank or something, local.
Yes, I think in the last region meeting that's what they presented. I don't think they recommend for section to do that, because it's a very difficult to audit over time. So the national level, the concentration banking, and the board does all these things for us.
But, we are getting, about, $1,000 for 50,000. So it's very, very decent. Very good.
Yeah. So our rebate, this is the rebate that we get from the headquarters every year. This is based on the, I guess, in the next meeting, I can't find it right now. I need to share with you guys how we get this money, how this rebate comes about. These rebates comes about the number of members, the number of events, and that's what I said. It's like the rebate is hugely affected by the number of events that the chapter reports, because we could easily get a minimum of $2,000 just for activities. So that's why it's very important for us. And also these professional activities, this is a money that we can tap into, and at least we did this time. And it's limited. So region 2 is it's split within the sections, but anytime after July or August, if there's any money left in the pool, and it's a first come first serve basis. So events that we can do in January to June, they cap the amount. Actually, it was $500, but um, the the proposal that you and I, Ben, worked on,
Yes,
it was $1,700,
yes.
and Joe Kalaski approved that as 850. So we actually got more than the minimum requirement during that time.
Yeah, 50%.
So yeah, so we need to take that into account, and also as I discussed, going into the technical board to get some funding for the chapters.
Sure.
Okay. Any more question? Okay. With that, I will just close these and go back. Oops. Where's my? Okay. All right. So I guess that's all from Daniel, and it's 10 after. Where's our? I don't know what happened to my screen. Uh, don't know what the. Can you guys still see the minutes?
We can see your screen. We can see.
Okay. I was just looking at our participants. What happened to our participant screen? I'm gonna stop sharing. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we have right now we have some new people in. We have Nicholas. So Nicholas is Nicholas. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Sorry if it's a little noisy. I'm at the airport, but I'm Nicholas DiNato. I am an officer at the IEEE Columbus section at Ohio State University. Nice to be here.
Okay, good, good. And I will see you on the 29, all right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
welcome.
Thank
So with that, we can go over professional society. Saul, anything to report on the membership and meetings?
I don't have anything new, but if anyone has any ideas about who I can attack for a meeting, let me know.
Okay, great. And with that, Ben, on the professional activities.
Well, the only thing that you already said was our visit at Dayton Air Force Museum. That's all we had.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have
Okay.
already covered it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Great. Yes. Yeah, we can start working on probably the legislative again. That's coming up in April.
Okay.
I may invite you to the meeting when we started doing the meeting, and it should be coming up maybe in January.
That would be good. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl, I have not had any contact with Carl at all. So Ian, do you have anything on I thought you were working with Carl on some of these education activities.
Well, it's actually supposed to be me was the educational activities chair, and then Carl was the sub chair. But I'm
Okay.
trying to get it figured out because I figured I'd pull this up while I'm here, like while we were in action. We're trying to get that event registered that we did, but when I'm going into vTools under the host section, I cannot figure out for the life of me which code is ours because the naming schema we used, it doesn't make sense. I'm seeing
Okay. Yeah.
CH
So
02031.
no, R2 R20013 is the Columbus section. So you and I can do that offline.
Yeah, because I'm trying to target just the educational society and then also the control society.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix that up.
Yeah. So we can do that offline. Maybe when I'm there next week.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, as far as the educational activities go, there was a big STEM event that happened I think 2 weeks ago at the Polaris Fashion Place. And so I had attended that. I need to get that filed as well. So I have 2 events to file here. At that event, I had arranged with Metler Toledo to borrow one of their scales and one of their indicators to uh, let kids actually step on a platform and learn about gravity on other planets, while also having some electronics out on the table and showing how to make like a little simple circuit.
Okay. Good.
So, yeah, a lot of kids were interested, and actually, I think we had several adults had actually asked for more intel on IEEE at that event. So, gave them the pen, kind of explained what IEEE is and what its benefits are.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to do, probably create a banner for the section and also maybe get some this is one thing that I saw when I met with the Cleveland guys, and they have their own like section cards to give away. So we need to have I think in the beginning of the year I will look into getting one for the section, so at least we can give it out on some of these events, and we as a contact information.
Yeah, I agreed.
So yeah, so that's good. So just write things down, and then you and I can have a Teams meeting. Maybe we can input all those events.
All right.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yep. All right. Anything update on the web? I haven't had a chance to look into. I think we need to have a side meeting on these. Maybe you, me, and you and Kavita and I can sit down and figure out what needs to get done. At least let's make it a priority and get it done at least, first quarter of the year. We really need to get it fixed. Okay, that's a good target. Yeah. All right. So I don't see Bob right now for student advisor. Oh, like we can go into the society. So I don't see Nero. She did have an event coming up. They did a poster competition, and I saw that in vTools because she was asking for funding. But I told Daniel that hey, they got some money, and they can use that money for that event. And I think everything went well with that. Bob, I didn't have a report with Bob. Also controls, we can probably discuss that as a new business. Dr. Berger, with EDS.
Yeah, the meeting that was discussed in the September minutes, we held that. As you already made some comments about how nice that went down, and that is going out, disseminating in our newsletter. I think that goes out in January. Will be the next EDS newsletter where that'll be broadcast. If you wanted to mimic that, parrot that in some local, on the MGA side, because that's going through TAB, the technical society side. So if you wanted to mimic that locally in some venue, let me know. Starting to ruminate perhaps running another one in the spring of a different context, a different thematic technology. So more about that later. But I'm still trying to tag a couple distinguished lecturers who are quite elusive. One's from Switzerland and one's from New York. So our former president of our society, he's when he stepped down, he retired from Global Foundries, and he's been traveling the world. I keep seeing him. He popped up in Chile recently on social media, so I don't know when he's going to come back stateside, but eventually he's going to be swinging through Ohio. I'm promised.
He's becoming a globe trotter, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good.
I think that's what you do as an ex-president.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's I think everybody's bucket list nowadays. But I will be, spending some time in Asia for the good 3 months of the year in next year. So, all right. Well, thank you. Yeah, definitely. I really enjoy that meet your heroes thing, and it's good to see different backgrounds. Dr. Lu, that was from.
Yes, Sujay King Liu. Yes.
Yeah, from
Berkeley.
Stanford. So to see her
No,
background.
Berkeley. Don't say Stanford. Berkeley.
Oh, Berkeley. Yes, definitely across the pond. Oh, across the bay or something.
Yes, Bay Area rivals. Yes.
Yes, yeah. My girlfriend in college. We were just talking the other day, and she said, "Oh, says, how old is your daughter now?" And she's like, she's doing her master's in EE in Stanford." I was like, "Oh man, we're getting old." Yeah. Anyway, okay, that's good. I haven't heard from the Nasser to see if they're doing anything with MBS. But that's a good thing that at least they're back. It's that they can start reporting things like that. Power Society, Austin, they have an event next week. That's why we couldn't do the ethics, but I think we need to do some of that thing. We're trying to find a host. When I was still with Mettler, we could use, but unfortunately we closed the plant very early nowadays, so it's hard to have a late night meeting. But probably in first quarter of the year, we can do some ethics meeting open to the section and all the technical society. So signal processing, thank you again, Dr. Berger, for giving some olive branch to Dr. Lee there.
Me too, yes.
Yeah, definitely helps. Circuits and system, I don't see Rami or Roman, but they're very busy. They're doing some events. Have you had a joint event with them? I know the last time we were discussing about joint event with EDS.
Nothing's galvanized yet, but I think they were the lead. It was their event, and I had in a September meeting made an overture and said, if you want to cross list us, be my guest. If there's any way we can help in dissemination or I don't know anything, but they're a good team. I think you've witnessed them. They're a very solid team. So.
Yep, it's good. Okay. Um, Young professional, yes, I need to talk to Chad and Peter because they haven't created any events. I mean, we tried to join events with them, but this has not come into fruition, which is not good because, well, Chad is trying to do some meeting and bring in some students to Columbus, but unfortunately he got the COVID when that happened, so it got canceled. Women in Engineering, Kavita and I heavily participated in the We Forum East this past October 26th to 28th. It was very well attended. We had a registration cap of 250 and we have 278 in uh, registration from all over. We have presentations from high IEEE senior members, senior members, and executives from companies. So it was lots of students attended and professional as well. It was a lot of work, but it was done well. We had a lot of participants and learn a lot. I know Kavita, I greatly appreciate her help. You want to speak about it, Kavita?
You mean the forum?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. It was like there were a lot of very good sessions. I mean, the speakers who were there were like Rhonda Farrell and all those known speakers in this IEEE community also, and there were others who were also from the industry. Especially, I liked the session in which they had this group of engineers from the electric company, which is local in Pittsburgh. I forgot the name of that company.
Duquesne.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Duquesne. Yeah,
yeah,
Duquesne.
yeah.
That was a very nice panel. I really liked that panel because they had engineers of different age groups, and the way how the engineer who is senior, how she has progressed in the company, how she saw the electrical goods from the beginning to the present stage. So she explained that, and the younger ones also explained very much how they are finding. It's like a family. The way they work is like a family, which was really nice to hear. So
Yes.
really, we all attended, Helen, and I think many of the sessions we were there together also, right, Helen? So that was really nice. Got to interact with a lot of women.
Yes, and that was good. This is a broad range of professional level and also student participation. That was good. It is the main focus of the forum is to advance like soft skills, your management,
Skills.
yeah, power skills, which is your management skills, your interviewing, any kind and technical side of it, how to grow in the industry and mentor and encourage women, men and women. It wasn't exclusive for women. So we had a lot of volunteers and learned quite a bit from it. And Kavita helped a great deal in the publicity side and uh, the website, the web advertising. So especially, I think we did get a lot of info from you work, Kavita, with alumni with John Barkley. So that was a really good thing that we did.
Yeah.
That's why University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon, there, Rockwell. These are the big supporter that continually support the effort. So that was a very good event.
And there were a lot of men also. It
Mhm.
wasn't like it was
Yes,
just
yes.
women. There were a lot of men also. Yeah.
Yes, we had a lot of volunteers, so it's a really good support to see that it wasn't exclusive because as a woman in a field, it's we have I've always been personally for me is I've always been grateful to have support from really good guys in my throughout my career, my professional and personal experience.
Mm.
So okay, and going into the student branch, Debray, Lakima, do you have anything to report? It's just you're on mute. Okay. Well, we get back to her.
Well, I could probably top on that. They did have a event here recently. I believe it was last Monday. The DeVry team had me come in as a guest speaker to kind of explain, like to kind of present to all the students that they had available online, what the benefits of being an IEEE are and what some of the networking has got me, like the job and all these fine people that I'm talking to right now. And
Yeah, it is a community. This is and that's one thing that we have to understand, from members like Dr. Berger, Ben, Saul. I mean, when I first came to Ohio 18 years ago, and Robert, I've seen these guys in AEP event, and then got involved. But the biggest thing that I can um, suggest and advise is that get involved. You have to get involved in order to maximize the benefits that the society is giving you, not just in the technical, because technical we all kind of learn the technical, but it's the professional side of things that we learn, and bolster your networking, where I can go to Asia and connect with IEEE people. You can go to Australia, connect with IEEE people. And Dr. Berger can attest to that, because he's a visiting lecturer in many countries. So it's not just your professional. There's also you develop friendship throughout your career in the technical and professional growth and personal growth with that. So that's good. That's good, Ian, that you share that with them.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So Nicholas, again, welcome. So you have an event coming up next week. Um, yes.
Nicholas is muted.
Would you like to share that with us?
Nicholas, if you're talking, you're unmuted at the moment.
He wrote on chat.
Oh, yes, yes.
Maybe
said
he's
correct.
driving or something. Maybe he's not.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sorry. Got on the
Sorry, just
plane. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you. I will actually come to visit the student meeting next week, so I will be there and I will do a little presentation to them regarding sections, what to expect, and things that they need to do um, in order to get collaboration between the professional and the student section. So that would be good to get to know the members and the new officers, and hopefully the new student advisor would be there, and I'll get a chance to talk and meet in person. So that would be good. I think we don't have anybody from the other colleges, and so since we have an extra time, probably I would like to also with respect to the Control Society, I think as soon as I get in touch with Carl, I will talk to Carl. And Dr. Berger, do you think you have anybody in in your let's say in your department that could help out with these along with Ratna? I really wanted Ratna to be involved on these.
Yes, I didn't want to displace Ratna. I think Ratna, you and I met somewhere, right? Briefly, but I didn't want to, as you alluded to earlier, Helen, energized, the volunteers, you want to just kind of let them go and not hold them back at all. So the fact that Ratna is showing strong interest in proceeding, I don't see any reason to interject. But if you would like, so when there was when the position was completely vacant and we had no one earmarked, there was a young professional, one of our clinical faculty, who was Lisa Florentini. I don't know if you've ever encountered her. She's very, very good. Very, everything she does comes out very well. She may have too much on her plate, though. I think she's one of those
Okay.
people that does a lot of things. So I'm not sure I could convince her. So, but if Retina is interested, I might be able to advocate to Lisa's that maybe she could do half the job. You know, sort of the two together could move mountains. Whether so I don't know how Retina feels about that, but I've not approached her. She used to have an office right across from the department office, and so I would see her more often, but I think they moved her office to some place that's not so noisy, and so I don't see her as often anymore.
Okay. Yep. All right. But of course, you know, in due respect with Carl, I definitely don't want to just remove him without
Poorly,
uh,
yes.
yeah, without talking to him first. That's definitely disrespectful. So I will contact Carl, and I definitely if he wants to remain, but I definitely want to put give Ratna some leadership role in this society to utilize her knowledge, and also so she can have some volunteer role in this capacity.
Yeah.
Plus, she does some big PLC stuff in our
Yes, yeah. So she does all the PLC controls with pharma, with industrial solutions and things like that. So that would be something.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm
and
amazed at what she knows.
yeah, and this is the thing, you know, we have very knowledgeable people in our section, and Dr. Berger being you know, distinguished lecturer, and then even Kavita, also we forgot to put a plug on the women in engineering. So Kavita decided to do like a cybersecurity rundown. So we have that event coming up next week, and I'm still looking into right now I can just have a venue, and that's a limited, so we have to look into the space. And Ian, maybe I need for you to create a WebEx version of that, and then we just kind of create it as a hybrid, so people that cannot attend in person, we can have an option for hybrid as well. Is Kavita, is that okay with you?
Yeah, that should be okay.
Yeah, because I think the library that I have set up is fairly small. I'm not sure if there's like I said, I mean, if Metler used to open till 9 o'clock, that would be good, because we have a lot of big conference room. But now,
I just can fix up Mastron, but good luck with that.
yeah, that's not it's not convenient. So yeah, okay. So Ian, if you can get me a WebEx for Tuesday the 28th, I will send you the e-notice. I think you probably seen the e-notice for the we.
I think I saw it in VTools earlier. I was looking through VTools because I was trying to find this meeting. It's the thing for this meeting itself, figure out how it was set up. Or for some reason, I wasn't seeing it immediately, but I did see like all these security forum things come up.
Okay. Yeah, if you can create a WebEx, then I can edit the event and add the WebEx portion of it. That would be great. Okay, thank you.
So, so our January meeting is on 28th of January.
Okay, let's go look at January. We're not gonna have a meeting in December because it's very busy for everybody, and let's look at January. Is is the third. I think we do third Tuesday. Is the third Tuesday still work with everybody?
Good enough for now.
Okay.
Works for me.
And 6 to 7:30, is that okay?
Good.
Okay. So third Tuesday, we'll keep it as third Tuesday, starting January. So that would be the 16th of January.
Yeah, 16th, I got it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. With that, I don't have anything else. Any new business that anybody would like to bring up? I will,
I just want to ask one thing, Helen. Do you have school students also? Do you participate in school programs or something like high school students?
we do the math counts. We have math counts with the OSPE, the Ohio Society of Professional Engineers. Ian and I think, and Howard participated in the grading, the scoring, and the proctor for those events. And
Okay,
then
so
there's,
I have something that, see, I'm a Google Women Ambassador, right? So they have this during the December 1st week, they have something called as a school ed kind of program. They have a program, okay? And I have to find out further what exactly they will give us. But they said if we have schools or anywhere that we can go and talk about AI ML, because they want us to go and talk about it. We are being trained internally, right? Like we have regular sessions for, because I'm an ambassador, every week we have sessions going on. So they tell us that we have to go and talk to high school students about what are the advantages and disadvantages of using this, that kind of stuff. And they will provide certain things. I have to find out what they'll provide, but would this be something that I could do with IEEE?
oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I have the list for the Columbus school. The Columbus School, because we work with them for e-week, for the engineers week. So we get student participations. Of course, we can only, with the budget and the increase in cost, normally student comes for free. And so we allocate out of like maybe 350 attendee for e-week. We do maybe 75 students. So I do have those contacts, and I can work with those people and see if we can get in touch with them. But you can definitely, in the past, I work with the Ohio Teachers Education Association, and
Okay.
that's with the what you call that, Ian? And Dick
I'll get the
Whitaker.
details for you. I'll get you the details, and
Yeah.
then we can work on it, right? If who else will be interested? Is Ian interested, or anybody else who wants to come with me there?
So that would be part of our education activities or student activities, events.
Okay.
We can put that and we can publish it, and then we can get more volunteers
Okay, sounds fine.
that can come to you. We can, I mean, like what we did, participated in, I think Ratna, Ian, we went to that middle school, right, where they have the STEM event, and actually they did a presentation there. So that was very well attended. So similar to that, we can construe, and anything that is STEM related, we can actually maybe try to get funding from Try Engineering within the IEEE Kavita. So that is one
Okay.
avenue to get funding as well.
Okay, great. I'll check what the details is about this. Like what exactly are they going to give, and find out. Maybe I'll get it back, the information back by the end of this week, because it's Thanksgiving. I may not get response, but by
Yes,
Monday at least I'll get something.
yeah. This week is pretty much, it's a holiday for everybody. So
Last week in a
yes.
meeting, they mentioned that this is something that you can go and do with high school. Now, suddenly, you were asking about other business. I got this thought. I just wanted to ask with you if
Okay.
that is
Yeah,
okay.
sounds good. Yeah, so you try to coordinate that with Ian. Ian and
Mhm.
Carl, and then we can at least it can be recorded as a section STEM event. And if we need a little bit of funding, we can use funding from like AEP Foundation, because that money from AEP is also part for STEM grant. So
Yeah, sounds fine.
I could also probably get with Carl and Patel, 'cause, apparently Carl had made some big connections with a STEM school here recently, and he got Patel somehow to
yes,
huge,
yeah.
huge sponsorship.
Yeah, so that way when we do a report next year to AEP, we can add that as event that we use the funding. So
Mhm.
that would be a good report to them that hey, the money is being used for that purpose.
And the content will be good, definitely, because it's from Google, right? The content will be really good.
Yes,
Whatever
it's
content, yeah,
it's you know it's a current
yeah, current trends.
trend. Yeah, current trend and technology. So that's definitely that's where things are coming at this age. Okay, great. Thank you. So anything else? Okay, well, with that, I truly appreciate everyone's help throughout the year, and hope everyone stays safe and have a good end of the year. And if I don't see any of you, I will try to see you next year. And again, thank you for your support and for the section as well. So that I truly appreciate it, and stay healthy. So with that, I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, and see you
Happy
guys.
Thanksgiving. Happy
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
happy
to all.
Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with the family.
Thank
Happy
you,
Thanksgiving,
everyone.
everyone.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays to everyone.
You
Thank you.
too,
Mhm.
Ben.
Thank you very much. Take care, Helen.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah.
See you Tuesday.
So it's Tuesdays when you're coming in.
Yes.
How long you here for? Just Tuesday or
Till the morning of Friday.
morning on Friday? Okay.
Yeah, I fly out from Columbus. I'm flying to visit my niece in Orlando for the weekend. So I'm trying to do a multi-city thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
January to May I will visit my mom in the Philippines. So I just hope and pray nothing happened to my mother-in-law between then. So, but
Yeah, I mean, I might try connecting right with Carl if I can.
yeah,
Um,
I will email Carl. This is Thanksgiving, so I will
mhm,
email him this weekend, and maybe we can have a meeting next week, because I really want the Control Society to be very active. And like I
mhm.
said, that's an easy way for us to get funding. And the
I
Control
mean, I know
Society,
I'd be part of it if they were really doing more.
yeah,
Cause
the Control Society has a lot of money, and that's one thing that I learned when I went to the region meeting, is that the TAB, the Technical Activities Board, so all the 90 plus society, technical society, so every membership you got is $25. So if you become a member of EDS photonics, that's $25. Antenna propagation, that's for the $25. All the money goes into TAB. It doesn't go
so that
into it doesn't go into the nationals. So they hold that money, and then they do these events. They have sponsors.
so apparently we have a lot of money that's been sitting on hold for all these years due to several members in our area that have been signing on.
Yeah,
Like I know
yes.
I'm a member of it, but I know I had to pay exactly $25, so I'm guessing that we've
So
just been sitting on that for a long
that's
time.
why I really recommend for the technical society to get money from TAB, because the money that we get from headquarters is only like $3 per person. Let me see if I can find that rebate. It's not a lot, and the only money that we actually get is through events. That's where most of the money that we get. So hey, if you can get money from the technical boards, get the money there, and then we can use the money from the section for something, let me see, audit hub. That's not it. So spends. It's a
Leaf
rebate.
work is finally starting to pick back up for me. I'm getting all these farmer per replacement requests starting to come in.
It's, yeah, I think in the next meeting I will point it out to everybody, and this is like, hey, this is where you get the money. So we make sure that you do your report. Otherwise, if you don't do a report, you're not coming January on the budget. You cannot ask for funding if you're not making report, because
Yeah.
why would we put money on that when you're not doing like we and like young professional, we put money on them, but then Peter and Chad hadn't done anything. So next year I'm not gonna put any money on it.
Yeah.
So
Might have to poke Peter when I'll probably go back up there again.
I haven't seen Peter, so I'm not sure what happened to Peter. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to find it and then review it for the in January meeting, so that way it's clear to everybody.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Ian. See you next week. Have a good
see ya.
Thanksgiving. Are you cooking?
Am I cooking? No,
Yeah.
my sister is.
Oh,
So
your sister your mom is in Florida, right?
yeah, my mom moved down to Florida. My sister's out in Newark right now, so my brother and I are just supposed to be bringing like one dish tomorrow or something. I don't know what we're supposed to be. I forget what she said. She gave us a list of things to bring.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're just doing a little bit, like with my mother-in-law, she doesn't have much of an appetite, so we're trying to do
yeah.
something. Yeah.
And then this year in the office, because I guess everyone got sick last year, they did not have a potluck for
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
yeah, that's what I asked Richard. It's like, did Mettler has a potluck? Because but the
Well, they
funny
had
thing,
one for Mastron, so the MTMS employees all got to go.
yeah, but it's like, oh man, they're doing it at night. So if we would have been doing it on Thursday, I could attend. But then that's Friday night. That's when I leave. My flight leaves at 11. So in the morning, then I can spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday with my niece. Then I fly back to North Carolina. But
Yeah.
it's real busy because we get to North Carolina, spend a couple of weeks, then we go back to Florida, and then middle of January we go to the Philippines. So